Hey there, Pisces. Hope you're well. Welcome to Soulvine. This is Jamie. We're checking in for your energies. I think I've been a little unavailable the last couple of days, so I'm sorry I haven't been here. I've just had a lot of family things going on and just dedicating my time to family that are visiting. So Pisces, we're just going to check in with your energies and see what is happening and what is going on and how we can best support you right now. Pisces. As always, I hope you're doing well, feeling supported, loved, and getting the rest that you need. I know there's a little bit of reflection on the light here. All right. Okay, I just got fixed up the lighting. So with the Deceit card showing up here for you, Pisces, it's really interesting because you may be feeling some form of anxiety around this, or like someone has let you down. You're not sure where you're at, what to believe. And maybe you're also, questioning your way forward or your way out around something here. But yeah, I think there could be potential of feeling concerned if we're looking this at the kind of the past energy moving into the present, and as we move forward, there's something here that I feel has been challenging you or is challenging you, something that is out of the ordinary, something that you not normally experience, and you just know that there's some form of just something not being right, kind of like that devil energy, like something's kind of been taken over, it's unexplained. I think there's confusion, there's a lot of feelings around some form of situation that I feel is happening here. Amongst you may be feeling this or experiencing this with someone or through someone. At the same point in time, like, you're really looking at, how do I get back here? How do we get back here? Whether this is with a person or a situation, or even just you on your own, in your own mindset and your own way of life. How do you get back to a place of where you feel fulfilled, where you feel like the sun is shining, where you feel supported and things are actually working out in your favor? It could be too, maybe in some regard, you feel kind of left behind or not supported, or sitting in some form of lack or victim experience because of the situation, okay? Which can be pretty normal if it has been a challenging time for you and things that are out of your control and it's around someone else's behavior or someone else's choices and decisions. But what I see here with the walking away energy and the temple path, like, you're really recognizing who you are. And there's this beautiful gate that you are seeing, that you are connecting to, that you're stepping out of, okay, is what I feel. And it's interesting how you're doing it. I think there's this part of you that is excited. There's a part of you that is just knowing there's got to be brighter days on the other side of wherever you're going, because where you are or what you're sitting in just isn't connected to this energy right now, okay? And then with the temple path, I feel like this is a bit of where you feel called, combined with this healing, this growth, and this expansion that is really happening for you, Pisces, that, yeah, I just see here for you. So let's dive a little deeper and see what our Spirit has for you. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so you've got the 10 of materials. The Knight of Voices. The Two of Emotions. and the Four of Voices. I'm just going to get one more. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, it's given me two more, so I'm just going to take it here and then we'll dive a bit deeper, Pisces. So we've got the Nine of Emotions and then the Knight of Materials, okay? They're all in sight. Great. So I feel like there's been, when we see the Deceit card with the Ten of Materials, there's been just some form of, it's interesting, I'm getting repulsion, deception, disappointment, disagreement, something that just hasn't been pleasant when I feel like it's coming to your family life and your family stability of some kind, your livelihood, okay? Things that make you feel whole, connected, safe, stable. And that's kind of what I'm getting here with this Deceit energy. But interestingly too, I don't know if it's a way that they've been communicating with you with this Knight of Voices, like they've been lashing out, or just the communication just hasn't been the norm. And I think it's confusing you. You're wondering perhaps what they've been up to. What are they doing? What's their plan? You just feel like something isn't right. And I think you're trying to figure it out with whatever communication that has been happening and has been occurring. But I also feel like you're at this place where you have to make a decision with this Two of Emotions because something doesn't feel balanced. Something doesn't feel right. When we look at this Two of Emotions energy, and especially when you think about the life that you want to live, the life that you want to lead, and what you anticipated this relationship to be, because I think at some point this was a very connected dynamic. And yeah, just with the Two of Emotions, I feel like there's one that is more grounded, connected, stable, and another one potentially is just coming on in or has just, yeah, something just feels a little off here. And I think you recognize it, and you're really assessing the situation here with this Knight of Voices, just how things have been communicated, how things are a little bit unbalanced when it comes to what has been given to this dynamic or, relationship situation. Again, this could be career, this could be your home life, this could be your partner, spouse, but someone is walking away here or taking flight into a new direction. I think where you were supposed to be was meant to be safe, was meant to be stable, was meant to be connected. And I think you recognize that's not what is here. That's not what is happening right now. And the only way you know how to make things okay is by walking away. And we see this with the Four of Voices. You need to heal because whatever is happening, whatever you're around, I feel like it's starting to infuse its energy in you, and it's not what you want to feel. It's not what you want to experience. You're meant to be in a connected, happy place, but there's just been some form of communication. I just think there's just been unpleasantries, but it's been too much, too overwhelming, too full on, and it's not connected to this happy space of where you were and where you were meant to be. And with this healing journey, as I said, we have the Temple path where I feel like you're finding a place of solitude. You're finding a place where you feel connected. You're finding a place that is safe for you to explore more of who you are and what it is that you want, and recognizing that you're allowed to live that life. But there's just some form of healing that needs to occur so you can expand and get closer to your nine of emotions. This is like the Nine of Cups, where you can, make those wishes, have those dreams, and still fulfill that life that you want. There's just sadness in the process potentially here. I mean, I think with any, sort of disruption or disconnection of something that was a happy place, it's as part of this healing, I think you find this safe and happy place within you, knowing what you want and knowing what you want to create. And as you do that, I think there's some more expansion that's occurring when we see this Knight of Materials energy, something or someone coming in that wants to connect, that wants to communicate, but has this kind of solid offer and opportunity. But I feel like there's communication that is happening here. And it's interesting too, because when I look at this Nine of Emotions energy, you're vibrating at a higher energy, at a higher level. And I feel like as part of that healing experience and journey, you're rising up in status within yourself, but in whatever that you're doing. And there's some form of news or information that you're attracting in here, Pisces, on your path and journey. So this could be like a job offer, a job opportunity. This could also be this person coming in to communicate who was once that place of wish fulfillment. Yeah, so, as we connect more with this 10 of materials, the deceit, and the 5 of materials, I feel like there's just been some form of disruption that I think was very shocking in its own way, and it's something that you don't understand. Like, how did this happen? How did we get here? What did I miss? Is kind of what I feel here with this energy. Yeah. I feel like this was, like I said, was your happy place at some point, but something has kind of taken a turn and you're trying to understand why. And maybe too, you had been pushing for some form of communication. I mean, we're going to further clarify, guys, but yeah, something's definitely shattered here what you thought was meant to be a solid connection. Okay, I feel like something has been, I'm just getting shocking. Like, I don't even think you can believe where you are or where you're at or this situation. It's just like WTF kind of thing. One more. Thank you, Spirit. Nope. They told me nope. We're good. Okay. Yeah. So, and I think this is part of the reason why you're walking away. I think you've been trying to get back to this place of connection, place of happiness, place of togetherness, but you're just recognizing it doesn't matter how much you give to show that you care, to show your love. I just feel it's very unbalanced and it's really shattered your foundation in some way of this connection. And this is why you're choosing to walk away. I think you've been still trying to show up no matter what's been served, being communicated. But it's just like, I can't keep operating at this level. This is not healthy for me. I need to go recharge. I need to take care of myself. As much as I might care about this person, care about this situation, it's like, why am I doing this? Why am I putting myself through this? I need to look after me. And I think as part of this, the healing, with the 4 of Voices and the Star, there's a lot of healing occurring in addition to this temple path. There's a lot of healing. There's a lot of inner growth and connection to oneself. But also, too, it's allowing you to like kind of recalibrate to yourself, knowing what it is that you actually want, where you want to be. And I feel the more in this space, I think you're going to find, even amongst this feelings over here, the experience, like this is really opening you up to something pretty incredible here, Pisces, because you're showing the 9 of Emotions and the Sun card. So there's definitely some form of amazement, beauty, rapid development on the other side of this, but you may not be able to see that right now because you might be sitting here in this unshakable concern, this shocking experience that you've been feeling and going through. And like I said, I think there's even confusion. Like, how did I get here? How did we get here? How did this happen? What did I miss? How did I make this wrong mistake? This was like supposed to be really good, really amazing, really beautiful. So we're going to further clarify here. Let's start with the deceit energy and we're going to go down, all right, and see what is coming on in. Yeah. It's interesting getting the World card here with this energy. I feel like there is some pattern or experience that someone is, or that has shown up, and maybe you hadn't seen it before in this dynamic or to this extreme, but I feel like because of this and because this has shown up, it's kind of like an experience, like I said, or pattern that it's really interesting. Like, I feel like it's an unknown energy to a lot of people, to this depth, to this whatever it's experiencing. But I think it's making you realize that's not where you want to be. And this cycle, there's something here, whether it's a lesson for someone, potentially both of you, in terms of this situation or dynamic. It's really interesting. these came out here, the Empress or the Page of Pentacles. So there's definitely some form of new experience, a new path and journey that's coming on in. I'm going to put these back in the deck because I don't feel like it was really connected to where it's meant to be. So just bear with me a sec. And I'm just going to clarify to the world a little bit further to understand more of what this is trying to say here. Thank you, Spirit, the world energy. Yeah. So you've got the Hierophant here. I feel like there's someone here that I do feel this potentially could be, you know, a married couple or connection or a highly committed relationship of some kind. But I also feel with this is some form of spiritual journey that someone needs to go on, finding themselves in this devil energy. I feel like someone potentially could have been taken over by something such as some form of addiction. And it may not be an obvious one, okay? But something, it's just some form of cycle. Again, it may not be a specific addiction. It could just be like the way that someone's being triggered, the way that someone's being communicated, the way that someone's engaging in something that is just like really unhealthy. And this pattern is showing up, and I think it's showing up unexpectedly is kind of what I'm getting here. But there's some form of spiritual expansion that's also meant to occur as part of this, something that has meant to be learned to grow further from this energy. So let's have a look at this 10 of Materials. Thank you, Spirit. 10 of Materials. Please clarify the 10 of Materials. Thank you, Spirit. It's given me 3 cards, so I'm going to take it. But what I'm getting here, when we look at the 10 of Materials with the 7 of Swords, the Chariot, and the 9 of Pentacles, there's something that you're not trusting here. For what you once had, I think, like I said, there's something that you're looking at, you're watching. There has, I feel, been some conflict in terms of communication. I think there's some aspect too that you're trying to protect yourself with the 2 swords kind of sitting here. And this is your, like, you safeguarding yourself and you taking away any conflict. It's like you're not going to be a part of this anymore. You're not going to engage in it. And I feel like you're choosing to move on or move away or take back control in terms of this situation. In perhaps a big part is not communicating because you don't want to be stuck in this. I don't know whether it's trash talk, whether it's just BS conversations that I think, like I said, is just super unhealthy. And this was supposed to be your happy place, your place of stability, your place of connection. And I feel like when we see this with the deceit energy, it's just something that you're not trusting right now. And I think you don't feel safe. And like I said, you're trying to protect yourself here. So you're choosing to move on and take back control of your life and your situation and go in a direction that makes you feel happy. And I think a part of this is you're claiming back your independence and you're no longer giving to that relationship or that dynamic. You're choosing to give back to yourself because that's where you know you're the only person that you can trust. So there's still happiness and there's still contentment here. But there's a lot of hard work that takes to get to this 9 of Pentacles. And it's like you also had to release something or someone as part of that dynamic. But it's still happiness, it's still stability, but it's one that you're choosing to go on your own path and your own journey here is what I'm seeing for you, Pisces. So let's have a look at the 5 of Materials energy. Thank you, Spirit. 5 of Materials energy. Shimmer on this 5 of Materials energy. I mean, we've got the 10 of Cups here, okay? So again, I feel like someone has kind of left you out of this connection, left you out of this experience, left you out in some way where there's been some potential abandonment, there's been, you know, financial impact. There's just been, it's interesting that I'm seeing here, I'm kind of thinking of musical, like music, tune for some reason. communication, entrapment. I'm not sure exactly what it is. I mean, you know, this is a general read, so it's going to be different for all of you, but there's just something that is just like, oh, but they're watching on. They're caught up in this web themselves. I think that, you know, whoever's done this, I feel like is watching on and is caught up in what they've created, and maybe also doesn't know how to help, how to fix this. Because again, this was supposed to be your happy place, your place of stability, your place of prosperity, the kind of life of like having it all. And it's like it's like in this web of something. Okay. So let's connect into this cornucopia energy and see what this is. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. You know, this was, I think, a time and place where this love and opportunity and offer came in, and it's one that made you happy. It's one that made you feel supported. And I feel like you were like, I met the person. I'm on the path. It's what I've been calling in. It's what I've been wanting. The stability, okay, with this King of Pentacles energy, the stability, the loving groundedness that was just there. And I think it was something that made you feel whole, that made you feel that you finally had won what you wanted to call in, what you wanted to create for your life, is what I feel. So it's a place that you've been in quite significant happiness at some point here. So let's have a look at the Knight of Voices energy. Thank you, Spirit. The Knight of Voices energy. Yeah. So there's definitely someone communicating something that I think is very just... The communication I think you're experiencing is one that is really, I'm just getting unstable. I don't know, like, if it's like unexpected communication or one, again, that's kind of shaking a foundation of strength that's meant to be a place that of stability. But I feel like you're both on very different pages, looking at things very differently, is kind of what I'm getting here. Share more. Thanks. Yeah, see, you got the Two of Cups and the Two of Cups side by side here. So maybe you weren't getting or receiving what you've been trying to present, trying to connect in, trying to show up for. Like, I just think one person has been giving, the other person hasn't. But there's also some form of communication that I just feel like you're not on the same page of what a dynamic is meant to be, what a safe space it's meant to be. There's just something unstable here is just what I'm getting. Let's have a look at this Three of Emotions energy. Thank you, Spirit. Three of Emotions energy. Thank you. Wow. I mean, whatever's going on here, there was love, commitment, dedication, prosperity, if I didn't say that already, like a lot of strength in this dynamic. And I feel like that's what you're trying to get back into, trying to connect back into, showing up with this Ten of Pentacles. So I do wonder with this instability and what it is that you really want as part of your desires, your dreams, what it is that you're truly seeking for your life. Maybe it's being delivered in a different way or a different dynamic. So if it's something that you've been calling in and a situation hasn't worked out, this could be like a new form of stability and a new form of path and journey to get you back to a place where you feel whole, but actually get what you need from this relationship. Someone showing up on the same page where you're both connected. But I feel like somewhere, some here, it's like someone is making a decision. Someone is making a choice. Yeah, I'm just share more on this Ten of Pentacles energy with the, yeah. I don't know. Again, this could be someone else has come in this dynamic where they also put their focus. And I don't know, like it could be a child. It could be someone who is showing care to this person, even though, potentially if you're married or in a committed relationship. There could be something of this nature with the Three of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. And, this could potentially be a choice, something that's unstable, unbalanced, and communication around this. I mean, this is going to be different for all of you. This is not going to be, exactly your story in retrospect for all of you. So, but I just feel like if it is something that you're trying to balance out, this could also be just someone trying to make things okay, is what I'm getting, and coming back in. But they're not coming very full. It's kind of like, I don't know if there's a heartfelt apology to try and make things okay, but it's not very full, if that makes sense. It's a little weak is what I'm getting. So the Two of Emotions, you've got the Judgment energy. And what else do we need to know here with the, thank you. And the Four of Cups, yeah. So this could be someone coming on in to offer an apology, or someone trying to come back in to balance things out, to show you the love. But someone here is making a decision, because I just feel like it's not okay, or someone is not okay with what's been happening and this situation. I do feel like someone is trying to make things okay for some of you here, okay? But someone's making a decision to kind of ignore it. So I don't know who's offering some form of connection here, which way it's going, because this could be vice versa, but someone is just not interested here. It's like they're totally missing, for some of you, like someone is just totally missing some form of connection, like disconnected, unbalanced. Just, I feel like they're just being taken over by something unhealthy is what I'm getting. So the Tower with the Seven of Wands. So I feel like someone is trying to really fight and keep things in balance here, or trying to keep the stability and foundation of what you've had okay, is what I'm getting. And with the Emperor and the Eight of Cups, amongst it all, I think potentially this is you, Pisces, you're trying, but it gets to a point is how much can you be balanced and stand up for your truth, trying to manage all this. I think there's just some aspect where you just had to learn that you had to take charge of things yourself, which we did see a little bit earlier over here, that even amongst it, I think you're trying to make things okay. You're trying to be there. You're trying to be supportive. You're trying to be understanding, but it's just got to a point like you just can't keep doing this. You can't keep showing up this way. I think you're feeling exhausted. You're feeling drained, and you just can't keep battling. And I think you just step up into this new power of like, I've got to take back the reins. I've got to take back what's mine. I've got to step back into leading myself, my direction, have logic, and have stability in who I am. And I think that's where you're just choosing to walk away. So this is kind of the same energy. You're walking away, I feel like, to greener pastures. You've got to start making decisions, even though this is an emotionally connected one that had deep meaning and feeling for you. It was missing something. And it's like you have to step back into just a new path and direction that makes sense for you. But by following what is missing, or leaving behind what is missing, you'll find that other piece for yourself, is what I'm getting. Okay, so I was looking at the Four of Voices energy, and I know that we've gone straight from the walking away. So I'm just going to kind of place this here. But again, this is your healing. This is your hopes. This is your dreams of what life is meant to be like. I feel like with this Aquarian energy, the water bearer, one that infuses many things. There's like I feel like you're putting a lot of your emotions, like there's cleansing happening here. You're giving back your love to the earth to try and recharge it, is what I feel here. So I don't know, for a lot of you, if you're doing a lot of self-healing work right now, but that's what's going to make you feel grounded and supported and help you heal along this journey of this experience that you've been through. Let's talk more about the walking away energy. Thank you, Spirit. Walking away energy. Yeah. You're getting clear on your path here, Pisces, in a sense of you're walking away knowing that there's got to be a greater plan, there's got to be a greater outlook. And I think that's one that you trust in and believe in, even though it's very hard and you feel it all. You know, the King of Cups has great feeling, has, you know, depth, but there's also one that acknowledges things that you need to have that make you feel fulfilled, and also knowing what to let go. There's a lot of prosperity coming, okay, is what I'm seeing here. You're on stable ground, even though there's, you know, a lot of rushing emotions, but you're trusting in the path forward, because you know right now where you are is not what is making you happy and fulfilled, okay? So let's learn more about this Four of Voices energy. Thank you, Spirit. Four of Voices energy. Yeah. And share more on the Five of Pentacles here. So what I'm getting here, like, you're healing from being, I think, you know, someone has totally just, I feel like, pulled the rug here from under the carpet. I think that's why it's shocking. You're trying to understand, you're trying to gain clarity, but you're also trying to look at your path forward of where you're meant to go. And there's just something that you need to heal from. And I feel like this has been a significant form of abandonment, even financial impact, something here that I think is very unexplainable. Maybe even too, you're trying to get closure and understanding as part of this process. But whatever's happening, it's like you're casting forward on what this new pursuit is going to be for you. Where it is that you're heading next is what I'm getting here, Pisces. Let's have a look, thank you, at the Star card. I just dropped it, so what's next? So I've got the Six of Pentacles, yeah. You want someone who's going to give as much as you give. And I think a part of you could be healing from is like, where have they been giving, this person or situation? Because you feel that they weren't giving what you needed to you. They were giving more of that to something or someone else, or maybe even to themselves, right? There's just some energy that I feel like hasn't been balanced here, like I said. Share more on this Star energy and the Six of Pentacles. Thank you. Yeah, there's definitely disappointment in terms of this situation where I think this person just didn't give to the relationship the way that you gave. And maybe too, you overgave and left little for yourself. But even when you look at reciprocation, it just wasn't being had. It wasn't showing up. And I think you're really feeling that. And you're trying to look at, why did you ignore it for so long? And I think, like I said, there's this part of you that's healing and trying to look at, like, what is next for you? Because you're just, you know, you through this healing process, you have to get into the reality of what has happened, you know, the acceptance of what has happened. And this might take you a little while at the same point, Pisces, but I also feel like it's going to move quite rapidly at the same time. It just might feel like it's quite a long time that you're sitting and experiencing this. Yeah, so the temple path, as you do the healing, you're going to get new ideas, okay? New ideas of where to go, what to put your energy into, and kind of what excites you again is what I feel with this healing process. Share more on this Ace of Wands energy. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely some aspect of you that is really connecting with yourself, connecting with spirit, and healing through this process to really navigate your way forward. I think you're trying to get more in line with your intuition and really step forward on what feels true and connected for you. Yeah, you definitely don't want to be doing this anymore. Because I think maybe there was some realizations here of what you've been dealing with. Maybe you even have epiphanies, or as you're in this mode, you can connect to the energy of the other person or situation, and you recognize maybe too that there was some significant depression, there was some significant addiction or actions that one potentially, has been haunting you a little bit, but mostly I think it's been haunting them. And I think you may even connect with them through your spiritual journey as part of the healing and clearing, and get some form of realization here. So let's have a look at this Nine of Emotions energy. Thank you, Spirit. Nine of Emotions energy. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this Nine of Emotions, there is a further opportunity and offer for a new beginning when it comes to something creative that you're working on here, Pisces, when we see the Ace of Wands, but in addition, an offer and opportunity. So there's new beginnings happening and awakening, but you might find as part of this healing experience, this energy is going to try and come back in. Because you're, like I said, vibrating on a higher level, higher energy. And it could be too, like, someone's recognized their own toxicity or own way of being. And it's something that you've cleared out. And sometimes when we clear those energies, it's like that situation kind of knows and tries to come back in. But with this Nine of Emotions and this Eight of Pentacles, it's like something special is being gifted and offered to you. But I also feel as well like someone is communicating with you or wants to communicate, but they're also watching what's going on, because I think they recognize they kind of messed up along the way. So let's have a look at this Sun energy. Yeah, this is plans, your new plans, where you're going. Whatever's coming on in for you, Pisces, this is like looking at a bright future where you're supported, okay? And then you've got the Eight of Pentacles. Whoa. All right, so with this Eight of Pentacles energy with the Two of Wands, this is about the new plans that you have that you're working on. And whatever it is that comes up for you through this experience, whatever it is that you're putting your energy and making, like, gaining clarity on the path and the direction that you're going, there's a bright future, okay, coming on in or showing up. Let's just get some more on this Knight of Materials energy. Thank you, Spirit. Knight of Materials. I like this. So whatever communication's coming in, whatever's showing up, it's like this Ace of Pentacles moves to the Knight of Materials. So that's like an even larger offer and opportunity, one that's solid. The expansion to this may take a little bit longer, but it's like this new beginning is going to turn into something larger. But now you've got the Ace of Swords. So you've got the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. The only thing that's missing here is the Ace of Cups, but you go straight to the Three of Cups. So there's definitely connection, community, people, friends. This could be like a new offer and opportunity with your career. And I feel like that's where you potentially are putting a lot of your energy in terms of this. I just want to get some more clarity here on the Nine of Swords and this Devil energy and what this is. I'm getting told use another deck. Okay. Can you share more, please, on that energy here? Okay. Fuck. Seriously? The Devil. Share more, please. Yeah. So you've got the Devil, the Ten of Swords. Share more on what this ending is. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, okay. So there's definitely something that's coming to an end here, Pisces, that is in relation to this family connection. It's like you're going to get some closure and clarity on what the experience was, potentially what this person was going through. I don't know if that's going to be the true closure that you need, but I feel like, yeah, I mean, they could be coming on through too to try and make things okay, to try and repair, like I said. It's like they want to share what they experienced, what they were going through, why this happened. But I think, you know, the amount of pain and disappointment and sadness that you experienced that was supposed to be a safe and happy place, your home life. I think there's a part of a journey that you go on, and it's like, how would I even go back here? Like, no. There's something here that I think you just don't trust or don't want to get into, because you've been and experienced so much with this devil energy, this toxicity. I think you just finally put an end to it and just like, I can't, is just what I'm getting. So let's have a look at the final outcome here on what Pisces needs to know. This final outcome here, or potential outcome of what Pisces needs to know. So I've got the Eight of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the Five of Cups. Yeah, I think here, Pisces, this is the acknowledgement that a change needs to happen, a change needs to occur. With this Queen of Wands energy, the Knight of Cups, and the Five of Cups, you get into this place of being, solid, strong, connected. You've got a new focus. I feel get really focused on your career, and you're in a pretty significant position with whatever it is that you're doing, following what matters to you. But that it's kind of like, I'm not going to say you didn't have a choice, but I feel like whatever the situation pertained here or happens here, it's like that's where you've directed your focus. So it's kind of like spirit-led, divinely led, like you're meant to be doing something here related to your career, or, something that you're passionate about, that you want to pursue, because maybe as part of this that you kind of neglected yourself a bit. But again, it's like it's something's showing up here when it comes to a love, connection, offer, an opportunity. But I don't know if you're even going to be ready to accept this, because you're still in some way grieving from this experience, is what I feel. So there's lots of new opportunities and beginnings, but I think this is one that's going to take a little bit of healing. It doesn't mean that you're not in a good place. I just think there's just healing that needs to take place, and you're going to put energy into other things as part of this. And I just don't think love is what you want to focus on. More than anything, you just want to focus on yourself. So let's get one more final outcome or message here from Spirit. Thank you. What else does Pisces need to know here to best support themselves? Thank you. Final message on what Pisces needs to know to best support themselves. I don't know why. I feel like everything's just to shuffle. I feel a bit special. So here, Pisces, we've got don't let pride get in your way, balance spirituality and practicality, luck is on your side. With this full moon in Leo energy, don't let pride get in your way. This comes in two parts. I think it's important to stand up for yourself, but how are you standing up for yourself, I think just needs to be in check a little. Making sure that you're best serving yourself as part of this experience, that where you won't have regrets or think, I don't know. I'm just getting like a fine line here between standing up for yourself and the way you engage, respond of some nature. With balance, spirituality, and practicality, I think this is, also saying about the healing journey, making sure that as you're healing, that you're still putting other things in play and in practice, taking action towards what it is that you actually want. And then luck is on your side. There's definitely something that whatever you're shooting for, I feel like things are going to open up for you naturally. Even just clearing part of this energy, I think more amazing things are going to come through for you, Pisces. Somewhat unexpected, but I think it's, one that's going to support your journey. You are showing a lot of pentacles here, a lot of independence, a lot of prosperity, but I think it's deciding on who you want to do that with, where you want to put that energy in, because whatever's happening here, there's a lot of love. There's a very deep connection, strong connection with this person. It's just unfortunate of what has happened and occurred. So, there is going to be choices to be made on whether you want to choose to reconcile, if you want to accept their apology, or if you really want to go in your own direction. But no matter what, something needs to change. And there's a lot of hurt that is here. and present that you still need to work through, and importantly take care of yourself as part of this. So I'm going to leave this with you, dear Pisces. I know this is a long one, but yeah, feel welcome to like and subscribe to support the channel so we can bring more to you. Much love. Bye now.